Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today we feature Stuff the Vet, a valley tradition for second harvest. And I prepare creamy rigatoni with sausage. But first, the official start of the holiday season, memories of Christmas past at the Arms Museum. I really love the upstairs of the Arms because they do such a fabulous job. But the kids they get a little restless.
Yeah.
And that is why the basement is here. And this is totally catering to the children, which is nice.
This is the place to be. All right, this is the place down here where you can kind of just let loose. All right, you walk around upstairs, but down here we have some costumes you could put on. Right, we have elf costumes, the full get-up, hat and everything. We got Santa costumes and a tin soldier costume.
I mean, that is really cool. And last year I brought my nieces and my mother-in-law, and it was a really nice picture. We're open well before, and you could come and do a last-minute Christmas card here.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know Charlie Brown was celebrating its 60th year.
Yep, 60 years of Peanuts this year.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to have Charlie Brown Christmas playing 24/7 on one of our TVs down here. We have a second TV this year, going to be playing just random Christmas movies, so those will change as you come multiple times, see a different movie each time.
I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no-good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going 1, 2, 10.
Well, the dining room is always really interesting. And Brooke and Nancy, you guys came up with Home Alone. You really knew what elements to curate and what would be authentic to the movie. I mean, you went to a lot of great lengths. Where did you find all these little cars? And I mean, all these little things really add up to make it more authentic.
Mm-hmm. So any pieces that we didn't already have in the collection that Nancy brought, we ordered online, either Amazon, Etsy, eBay, to kind of finish off the little details.
And where did you get the Kenosha Kickers coat? Because John Candy, oh my gosh, I mean, what a wonderful man. I love your little homage to him.
Yeah, so I believe the coat came off of eBay too. The clarinet is mine.
Okay.
I played clarinet in the high school band, so that's mine. Yeah.
Adorable.
So.
And I really think the room, it's got so much of a lighter feel. Mm-hmm.
Homey.
It's very homey, but everybody will recognize it. I mean, if you haven't seen Home Alone, well, I don't know what's wrong with you. But I mean, for every age group, you guys really nailed it. You did. It's really, really good.
Thank you.
Well, Danielle, you were in charge of decorating the library, which I think is an elegant but charming room. It still has a coziness about it with the fireplace and the books. And I love the way you curtained it off. That's pretty traditional, isn't it?
Yeah, back in the day, they used to have the velvet curtains to close off the room just to keep drafts out.
These are featuring you did your research, Olive's favorite things.
These are Olive's favorite things, and she was an artist. She loved wildlife and birds. She was a watercolorist. She used to design furniture. She was a Renaissance woman.
I think it is really cool that you are putting your newly acquired Idora Park memorabilia in the Arms. I mean, I think this is terrific. I mean, Jim and Tony Amy gave you so much stuff.
Absolutely.
And going through it's amazing. I think it looks great.
Thank you. We are excited to feature this for this year's Memories of Christmas Past because it's such a draw, such a nostalgic piece of our history for so many people here in the Mahoning Valley.
People feel so strongly about Idora Park.
Right.
I mean, you have all of these models.
Yeah.
And what did you say? Phil McLaughlin.
Phil McLaughlin, yeah, a local guy who, from memory and just from his memories of the park, made these different models of different iconic rides and spots in the park, like the arcade, the rocket ship
Right,
ride.
the rocket ship and the
Yeah.
French fries.
French fries, like the things everybody is just remembers so fondly.
And I love the funhouse mirrors.
Oh, absolutely. The Funhouse
know.
mirrors, I mean, they're so fun, you know.
I mean, you don't see those anymore. And that
Right.
one, man, you get really tall, really tall. My legs are like this long.
Yeah.
I love it.
This-
Love it.
Yeah, that's the most fun one. Otherwise, you're gonna, look
Yeah,
a little
be
short and
squat.
stout.
But no, this was a really nice addition. I never heard of Krampus.
Never, ever, ever?
Ever, ever, ever. And when Anthony was telling me about this room, I thought, and I researched it, and this guy's pretty popular over in Europe.
I think he's been becoming a little more popular over here in the States too. I mean, there's definitely certain clubs and organizations, especially like Krampus of Cleveland.
Yes.
That's how we ended up meeting Jerry Karn, who hand carved this Krampus mask. To kind of like how it would be in the tradition of how you would see in Austria and Germany. And he also provided us the costume.
You know, the whole reason for this is to make the children behave.
More or less. This is like above and beyond what we're used to with lumps of coal,
Lumps
right?
of coal.
And Krampus would always accompany St. Nicholas, and the 2 days were back to back. Krampusnacht being on the 5th of December, followed by St. Nicholas Day on the 6th. And so he dealt all the punishment, and he provided kids with treats who were well behaved. So, because you're dealing with winter solstice, and winter solstice is like the darkest night, and you're having this battle between light and dark, right?
It takes a village to fill the Arms Museum for Christmas.
It totally does.
We are in the carriage house right behind the Arms, and this is the gift shop. And you guys are loaded for bear.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Well, it's 17 years now that we've done Memories of Christmas Past. We do it with a lot of creative people, our staff members, but also volunteers and people in the community who loan their vintage holiday items and oftentimes not only loan them but help to create the exhibits in the museum. So that's the magic, that's the sauce right there.
Well, the sitting room is always really well done. And this is 50s, 60s, and 70s. And I got you a present. This is some Hot Wheels for you, Anthony.
Thank you, what I always wanted.
I know.
I had these growing up.
I want the Livingston box.
Okay.
What'd you get me from Livingston?
You'll have to see.
I
It's a
know.
surprise. Can't open till
I love
Christmas.
all the old stuff you have. Where do you get this?
Well, you know, some of it's a collection from friends of mine that collect toys. Some of them are my toys. Some, you know, we just wanted to invoke this almost like Christmas Eve feel to the room. And believe it or not, when I was growing up, my parents never wrapped the presents. So this is kind of like the way we came down.
Really?
And all the presents were under the tree, unwrapped. Yeah.
Wow. My sister Denise had this until it went in the bathtub. And I can remember it would go straight and you do this and she'd turn around. These are just fabulous toys.
I was boy toy, Buddy L, fire trucks, and the rest of the room just has a little bit of the 50s, 60s, and 70s feel overall.
Right, the bar cart, man, that is
The bar cart.
that is so Mad Men. I'm like, you know, you look around and all these things, you know, bring back so many memories.
They do.
So this is fabulous. Job well done.
Thank you.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
This is Senior Solutions, brought to you by the Reese family, the owners of Briarfield Healthcare Centers. This new series will explain care programs available to your family. Right now, we're at Briarfield Place in Boardman. Well, Briarfield Place has a great location. You're right across from St. E's Boardman.
Yes.
But what happens if I have to follow up with the surgeon who did my surgery?
Once you are admitted to the facility, we have already received the information about your follow-up appointments and the specialist who saw you at the hospital. The medical director is following your overall care while you're here, but your follow-up appointments with the specialist who saw you at the hospital are important, so we will coordinate those for your continuum of care by providing transportation to get you to those appointments.
Briarfield knows you have lots of questions, and they have the answers. With Senior Solutions, you'll have a clear understanding of Briarfield's care programs.
Here at Kamara Jewelers, we love our snow. We love Christmas. We love the music, the sounds, the people. We are super excited to do our snow promotion again.
If it snows 4 inches or more on Christmas Day, you get your money back. A couple years ago, it did snow 4 inches on Christmas Day, and we got to give our customers their money back.
So we're just hoping for a white Christmas.
Get real, get Kamara.
At Window World, family is the heart of our business.
And we're committed to giving you the family treatment too.
From your free estimate to installation and long after, whether replacing windows, entry doors, or the siding you've dreamed of.
We promise to treat your home like it's our own.
It's what we've stood behind for all these years, and for years to come, we'll continue to say,
not only do we stand behind our windows,
we stand on them.
Weight loss goals aren't one size fits all. At Hurricane Health and Wellness, we understand the struggle. We've been there too. That's why we offer the most popular, effective weight loss medications at an affordable price. Look and feel your best today with Hurricane Health and Wellness.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Well, when in doubt, you don't know what to make for dinner? You can always count on good old reliable pasta. And I absolutely love this dish I'm about to make for you. It is all in one pot. The pasta cooks in the sauce. There is no draining or anything. And because of that, the starch makes the sauce really creamy. And you really don't need many spices because of the spices in the sausage. Now I'm using a hot sausage, but you can also use sweet. And if you really want to watch, you could probably use a chicken or a turkey sausage. But this is an excellent dish and it comes together in under a half hour. So let's go over the ingredients and then we are going to make creamy rigatoni pasta with sausage. For this recipe, you'll need 1 pound of hot or sweet bulk sausage, 5 cloves of garlic sliced thin, 8 ounces of rigatoni pasta, 1 14-ounce can of chicken broth, 1 cup of heavy cream, 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, a 1/4 cup of dry red wine, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, 6 ounces of fresh spinach, and fresh basil leaves torn for garnish. So you're gonna need a large pot or a large skillet with a lid. And I'm breaking up the sausage now over medium heat. And as soon as that's done, we'll get rolling with the dish. Well, you can see that this is browned nicely and it's all pretty consistent in size. So now we're gonna start adding all the ingredients. We're gonna start with the garlic. And we'll let this cook for about a minute just to soften up a little bit. Now this was really lean sausage, so I didn't have to drain any of the fat. But if you did have one that had a lot of grease, you know, before you add the garlic, make sure you drain it. Okay, forgot to mention that. So, ooh, this smells so good. So now we are going to start the process. We're gonna add the noodles. Right? Rigatoni works really nice in this dish. And we're going to add the tomato sauce. You could use your homemade too, if you have any. But any can will be fine. Mix that up. Get every last drop. And we're going to add the chicken broth. And the heavy cream. I mean, this is all going in at the same time. I know it doesn't look like a lot right now, but wait until it starts cooking. And then we want our Italian seasoning. All right. And last but not least, to give this just a little bit of depth, about a quarter cup of red wine. And we're gonna stir this, keep it over medium heat. And now what we're gonna do is put the lid over it, let it cook for about 15 minutes. But occasionally stir it to make sure that the sausage and the noodles don't stick to the bottom of the pan. So wait till you see what happens in 15 minutes. Well, it's been 15 minutes and I've stirred it a few times and it is perfectly al dente. I mean, you do want a little bite to it. So I am now going to add the spinach. Oof. And this is not long at all. All we're gonna do, we'll keep the lid off now, and we just keep stirring it and mixing it until the spinach wilts. And then this dish is done. All right, and the final step, nice fresh basil. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
You missed one.
I missed one, just eat that one. But look at that.
Wow.
Look at what a beautiful dish that is. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, is this delicious. Now, Ken, you have eaten this a few times while we were
experimenting.
Getting it right.
I'll be your guinea pig any day.
And it is honestly so good. And it is creamy because you don't rinse the starch off. It's kind of like that risotto thing.
I was a little skeptical at first, but it is fantastic.
It is. It's really good. And, you know, if you don't like the spice and the heat, you can use the sweet sausage rather than the hot. And for this, of course, this is the same wine we used in the recipe, and it is a Portuguese red blend Tinto from Confidencial.
So we're drinking and cooking
We're
with
eating, we're drinking, we're cooking. We got a lot going on.
Cheers.
It'll be perfect with this dish.
Okay.
So how do you like this batch? Let me know. No, I didn't add any salt or pepper.
Wow.
Because of all the seasonings in the sausage. The only thing I added was the Italian, you know, mix with like basil.
And the sausage has a really distinct.
It does. So if you want, you can pass cheese at the table, but I don't think it really needs any more, you know, spices. And it's so easy. You saw how it comes together. It's pretty versatile. I like the rigatoni. I like the little mezza because I just think it's, the ridges absorb all the sauce in that, and
I never thought of rigatoni like that.
I know, but you know, ever since I made it with the carbone, I am just in love with the little rigatoni noodle. But you saw how easy it is. Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Look for the creamy rigatoni with sausage, because this one is a keeper. You gave
Great
it
creation.
Approval, right?
Yes, thumbs up. 2, 3 if I had a third.
Cheers.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
You won't go home hungry from Carmela's. Come see us for family-inspired Italian favorites. We're open 6 days a week for lunch and dinner. Carmela's Cafe Italian Eatery, just like Grandma used to make, on Western Reserve Road in Boardman.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fellman. And I'm John Stanko from Boardman Subaru, home of the new Subaru Forester Hybrid. And introducing the all-new 2026 Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid. Two of the most fuel-efficient Subarus ever, standard with our legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive. And the safety and all-season capability that you know and love from Subaru. Come test drive the new Crosstrek Hybrid or new Forester Hybrid today. Only at Boardman Subaru, just south of Route 224 on South Avenue.
It's the perfect gift, Stonebridge Grill and Tavern, the best food in the Valley. For every $100 you spend on gift cards, you get a free $20 bonus card. Stonebridge Grill and Tavern, Route 224 in Boardman and Route 46 in Howland. Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank, and that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too, and Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank, rock solid.
Who is it?
I brought my family here.
Don't leave anybody home alone this holiday season. Bring them to Arms Family Museum for Memories of Christmas Past, a Mahoning Valley tradition. Oh, just no running in the museum.
You filthy animal.
All year, the members of the Mahoning Valley Corvette Club help those in need. Today, my special correspondent and club member, Sam Cecilia, helped stuff the vet with non-perishable food items for the second harvest. Feed the Valley is an annual event, and each year, generous residents and businesses step up to help the Second Harvest Food Bank.
We are here tonight at the Hummer Building in Greenwood Chevy in Austin Town, and we are here to stuff a Corvette full of food for Feed the Valley campaign, and it's also for the Second Harvest Food Bank for the area. We're one of the oldest Corvette clubs in the world. We were formed in January of 1962, and we have well over 100 members. We give a car show and a local charity event. I like to combine the both of them. We do that once a year right here on the grounds. And also we put on another car show for the Packard Museum, and that's usually in July. And 100% of the proceedings for the Packard show goes to the Packard Museum. But getting back to our car show here the Mahoning Valley puts on, almost 100% of that, except for trophies, all that money goes to local charities. When I called an event instead of just a car show, we have a lot going on. We have well over 100 baskets inside the Hummer Building every year. This year we've had over 35 sponsors. Once a year, usually in October, the club will go up to the Second Harvest Food Bank and have a work day. And we're kind of proud of this. Last year we packed grapefruit. We broke the record for packing grapefruit. This year in October, we were labeling green bean labels on cans, and they said we broke the record for that also.
Well, about 10 years ago, we were pleased to hear from Sam Cecilia. And so we had a conversation, we met, and he talked to us about what the Corvette Club does. Not only do they have dialogue and camaraderie within Corvette owners, but they also do a lot of charity work, where they help out a lot of nonprofits in the Valley. And he wanted to know a little bit more about our organization, and then we were told by Sam that they now were going to begin to support Second Harvest Food Bank. And it's been quite a great relationship. It's expanded a great deal and continues to be something that we really cherish.
I only expect it to get better. As you can see what's going on around us this evening, they have brought in food for a large food drive that they are doing in conjunction with Greenwood Chevrolet. And that's just one of the many things that they do for us besides volunteering. They've come in and volunteered. We expect to continue that as well. You know, their generosity knows no bounds.
I'm warehouse manager, and basically I work with our partnering agencies. We put together orders for them according to their households. I had the pleasure of meeting a lot of the Corvette Club through Sam and Glenn Stevens. They would come down and volunteer, and they were such a great group of people that I said, I want to get to know these guys. They're giving people, and that's how it all started. And they invited us down to their shows in Salem, and raised money for us and bought us canned goods and donations. And ever since then, we've had a great relationship.
Every time we turn around, we always have something new for the volunteers to do, and especially the Corvette Club. They reach out to us all the time and really are great contributors to our goals. And like we'll have stuff like CSFP, and then orders like for Goshen, in which we take care of the elderly. And we always have all these projects going on, and they're always the front line when it comes to doing stuff like that. The Corvette Club is always trying to outdo themselves, and every time we set a record, like we just did a little bit ago with the labeling of the cans, we had a record of 4,400, and they were already ready to tackle the next one. They want to get up to around 5,000, so you never know what they could do, and they always look forward to it.
Other things we do throughout the year, we have caravans. We'll caravan to wineries, we'll caravan to restaurants. Also with our sponsors, we did this for the last 2 years, and this past June it worked out very well. I asked each sponsor if they would like to set up here inside the Hummer building, in which they did, and it helps their business out also. So we not only do we have a car show, we have baskets, we have quite a bit of knowledge going on. We also have businesses set up right here with brochures and information for some of our sponsors that likes to do that. As a club, I can't begin to tell you how happy and proud we are with the club, because not only are they generous and kind, they work here. And it's a lot of work putting this on for one day. And I will say that just about every member in the club, we ask them to do something, they do it, and we try to laugh and have fun while we do it. Saying that, we're kind of proud of that, because let's face it, we're Corvette people, and we love to go fast.
For more information regarding any content from our show, please visit our website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Your comments and ideas are appreciated.
I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no-good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going 1, 2, 10.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.